Hello, friends, and welcome to your Damascus Daily Prayer Lab. My name is Brad Piron, and I'm a missionary with Damascus. Today is the memorial of Saints Martha, Mary, and Lazarus. And we'll be reflecting on today's gospel, which we find in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. Here's how that reads. Jesus entered a village where a woman whose name was Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? Tell her to help me." The Lord said to her in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." What an exciting feast we have on our hands today, friends. The feast, the memorial of Martha, Mary, and Lazarus. Lazarus, notably the one raised from the dead. There's actually two different gospels we could reflect on today. One is from John 11, which is where Lazarus is raised from the dead, and the other is here from Luke 10, where we see Jesus entering into Bethany and being surrounded by Martha and Mary, and we would presume Lazarus as well. Martha is serving and being hospitable, and Mary has found herself entranced at the feet of Jesus, recognizing that what he is saying is spirit and life. And Martha, burdened, looks to Jesus and says, "Will you have my sister help me?" And Jesus famously says that line, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." I think sometimes we hear the reflection on this gospel to sound something like this. Martha was burdened with doing, and Mary was busy being, and it is better to be than to do. And although I think there can be some merit to that reflection, I really think that what Jesus is saying here, whenever he's speaking to Martha, is not that Martha is doing the wrong thing by serving and being hospitable, but rather he's talking about where her heart is at. There is need of only one thing, and the only thing we need is the peace that comes from the presence of Jesus. Mary is finding the peace that comes from the presence of Jesus at his feet, and Martha could have found that in the serving, but she was anxious and worried instead. There's need of only one thing today, friends, and it's Jesus. This has been a scripture reflection on the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. Again, my name is Brad Piron, a missionary with Damascus. And as always, we want to thank St. Gabriel Catholic Radio for making these reflections possible. To learn more about all of Damascus's programs, events, and resources, please visit us at damascus.net.